Well, I don't want it because I can make $500,000 with Vlad every year, man.
Tony basically told Vlad, yeah, you're big on YouTube, but the Wayans family, they're legends. They're legends in real life. You see, he said, if I'm going to do any more Vlad interviews in the middle of the interview while I add, then I'm going to have to get paid for my worth. I'm going to need a lot more zeros. Boosie is interviewing with you right now and Tony Yayo for this reason and this reason only. Is this on? Come here. Let me talk to you, Vlad. It's because you're paying them.
You are now tuned in to the LaFlareLounge with your host, DJ VLAD.
You are watching a master at work.
Well, goddamn, it looks like the price of the brick just shot up. And this might be the last time Tony Yayo shuts down all of Vlad's nosy questions, telling them to sit down and shut up like he's putting a toddler in timeout. Vlad's been getting sunned in every interview, and it's been a sight to see. Now, Vlad let it slip during the pandemic that he started paying for interviews, and that, my friends, might have been where all his problems started. You see, once he made that info public, Boosie jumped on it quicker than a cat on a laser pointer, boasting that he's raking in $45K just to chit chat with Vlad.
Well, I don't want it because I can make $500,000 with Vlad every year, man. Damn. I don't really need it if it ain't
that in Vlad helped me out a lot more. So we gotta talk about you.
$500,000 with Vlad?
A year.
Close to it.
God damn, salute to Vlad.
Boasting that he's raking in $45K just to chit chat with Vlad. Suddenly the whole risky nightclub rapper gig thing seemed about as appealing as eating a week-old sandwich. When word got out that Boosie was getting paid like a CEO just to spill tea with Vlad, other folks started smelling the money and thought, hey, where's my cut? Enter Marlon Wayans, who rolled up on Vlad like, yeah, I want 40 grand and 30% cut for future revenues. That's my fee, take it or leave it. Vlad, bless his heart, took that as a slap in the face, so like any sensible adult, he threw a temper tantrum going on interviews and Twitter, bad-mouthing Marlon like a high schooler who didn't get invited to the cool party. Eventually, he had to eat his words and apologize for acting like a 5-year-old who got his toy taken away. Now imagine someone wants to hire you, but when they hear your price, they tell you that you're irrelevant. That whole fiasco led to Tony Yayo hopping on Vlad TV and giving Vlad a lesson in humility. Tony basically told Vlad, yeah, you're big on YouTube, but the Wayans family, they're legends. They're legends in real life. They've done more for the culture than you have with your little YouTube channel. Tony, being a frequent guest, like Boosie, probably figured he deserved the same cash flow. He even went as far as to admit, hey, Marlon's price was kind of nice. I can't even lie. He even went on to explain that he has a situation to do a podcast for millions of dollars that's being offered by his close friend 50 Cent, and the podcast collabs with Uncle Murda. You see, he said, if I'm gonna do any more Vlad interviews in the middle of the interview while I add, then I'm gonna have to get paid for my worth. I'm gonna need a lot more zeros. I'm gonna need that Boosie treatment. Ultimately, Vlad told Yayo thanks, but no thanks in the politest, I'm too cheap to pay you way possible. So it looks like we won't be seeing any more Tony Yayo versus Vlad TV moments anytime soon, but it does make you wonder, was Tony Yayo hustling Vlad, or was he dead serious with his price tag? Let's talk about it. What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy DJ-LaFlare. Welcome to the LaFlareLounge with it now. DJ VLAD, man, it seems like some of the things that you done did is coming back to bite you in the ass. Now, we know, like I said, during the pandemic, you put out the information, and that's the problem. I think you putting out too many of your business practices. You're putting them out into the public. You came out during the pandemic. You said, hey, you know, I'm starting to pay people. And, you know, that's, you know, business is a little slow. We got to meet the quota. And that's exactly where you fucked up, man. That's exactly where you messed up, man. Because now everybody looking at you like, oh, he paying over there? Hey, what this person getting? What that person getting? That's just naturally how we do it, baby. We like, hey, if he getting that, I know I can get that. You know what I mean? And that's what's going on right now. But see, because you should have checked Boosie when Boosie went up there saying, man, I make 45K interview. I can make $500,000 with Vlad a year. Why do these dangerous ass clubs? Hey man, this shit need to come with some type of thing in the contract where you saying, hey, whatever our business dealings is, you don't put that out there. What's going on? Because then you end up getting mad at Marlon because now he feel like shit. If Boosie getting that, then I could get 40 and then I could get 30% on the back end because I'm way more of a legend than Boosie when it comes to the culture. That's how he thinking. See, once you start putting out prices and letting people compare shit, they like, well, shit, if he worth that, then I'm worth this. And I don't really fuck with him like that. We gonna bust him over the head. That's what they do. You see, that's what they do. Like in Atlanta when niggas is drug dealers and shit, and they doing business with people outside of the city or people that don't look like us, they be like, hey, we gonna catch these country boys, man. That's all we gonna do. We gonna bust these country boys upside the head with the price, you hear me? And that's exactly what's going on with you. They thinking you a lick. You see, Vlad, you think these people is your friends. You think that Tony Yayo and Boosie is your friends. See, Marlon wasn't your friend. That's why you felt offended with what he asked for. And that's why you went off on him and you came off entitled like a little spoiled brat, gave out bad business practices by putting that out there. You believe that Tony Yayo though and Boosie are your friends, and you think that because you've been interviewing them for 15 years, things of that nature. Listen, Boosie is interviewing with you right now and Tony Yayo for this reason and this reason only. Is this on? Come here, let me talk to you, lad. It's because you're paying them. Yeah, simply, it's because you paying them. They ain't got nothing else going on. I mean, I know that 50 Cent got Yayo on the road, him doing shows, Boosie doing shows, but you know, sometimes you want more streams of income. They hustlers, I give them that, but it ain't like rap music is necessarily paying off for them the most. So listen, I'm gonna go do these interviews with Vlad too. Why not? It's easy. I can sit down for an hour, talk about probably 15 subjects and get paid 40K. That's what they thinking. So I'm just letting you know, these people ain't your friends. Their friendship is attached to a paycheck, Vlad, and that's what I need you to understand. Now, as far as Tony Yayo, let's talk about this, man. Me personally, and this is just my opinion, y'all, I don't think Tony Yayo is worth paying 40 to 45K appearance on Vlad TV. I don't know how much you make off them Tony Yayo interviews, but what I will say is that if you pay him that and you trying to pay Boosie, you're basically paying two reoccurring guests almost $1 million a year. Now, I know people gonna look at that and be like, well, Vlad got it. But man, this is a business, man. You got to stand on something, because the way that he just went about it by putting that out there mid-interview, like, hey, Vlad, you got to give me some millions. You got to give me $480,000 a year with them interviews. The same thing you doing Boosie. Hey, that Marlon price is nice. Hey, this might be my last interview. He put the business practices right out there for the world to see, bro. You can't give him that, because now everybody for sure is gonna be more disrespect trying to bust you over the head, bro. And you don't want to come off like no sucker. And Vlad is Russian, man. So I think he kind of know, like, man, I ain't doing that. He gonna stand on all 10, which I respected Vlad by saying on the interview, hey, listen, man, if this is our last interview because you want to get these high ass prices, hey, man, and somebody else willing to give them to you, hey, it is what it is. Because I personally think like 50% of this is telling me that this is the New York City hustle that he's running on Vlad, that Tony Yayo is running on Vlad. I think that he's trying to get the price put up there, and he said, shit, let me shoot my shot. Shit, everybody else shooting their shot. If we supposed to be friends for real and he really fuck with me, let's see what he do. Because damn, 50 giving you 5-6 million, you wouldn't even showed up to this interview. It would have been over with. 5-6 million? I don't even think that y'all worth that. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. The podcasting industry is oversaturated. The actual platforms are not really focusing on focusing on podcasts anymore. It's more of a streaming thing now. So I don't think I'm trying to figure out how 50 is feeling that this is gonna generate him $5 to $6 million by watching Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder. You still got to pay for production. Like, how long does he plan on this podcast going on so he can recoup? Listen, I think either 50 Cent is a really great friend, which we do hear Tony Yayo in all the interviews. Thank you, Fifth. Thank you, Fifth. I appreciate you, Fifth. So he might be giving him that. But at the same time, 50 Cent is a shrewd businessman as well. And I'm just trying to figure out how this podcast is going to generate that. Now, maybe he's looking at it like it could be something like a Drink Champs or Gillian Wallow. Those are middle-aged men that are getting the bag for their interviews. But these dudes was here at the beginning doing the interviews. This ain't just some shit that they putting out now in 2024. So I'm a little bit perturbed, and I'm not sure if that's pretty much a hustle that Tony Yayo is running on Vlad. But either way, I respect Vlad in the sense where it's like we ain't bending and folding, man. Because if this got to be our last interview, I appreciate it. We can talk about this out of the camera. Yeah, because that's what's getting them in trouble to begin with. Speaking about situations on camera, speaking about business dealings. So you got to learn from the mistakes. So y'all let me know, man. Do y'all think that Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder are worth a $5 million podcast investment in 2024 from 50 Cent and his G-Unit brand? Do y'all think 50's just being generous and he like, hey man, if they get the deal and they recoup, it is what it is. If not, these my niggas, $5 million. Do y'all think he's just being generous? Y'all let me know, man, because I'm trying to figure out is Tony Yayo just running the hustle and bustle on Vlad? Because I feel like I see the play from a mile away, in my personal opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we out, baby. Boom!
Big Just LaFlare.
It's him.